The Chicago Bulls are taking the court today against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and who's returning back to the team? This is going to be the first game back for Lonzo Ball in well over 2.5 years. We're going to talk about it, have some fun, break it all down and more. But first, we got to play that intro. I don't know what's happening here.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host, Sir Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into it for today. So we now know right now what's going on with Lonzo Ball. Billy Donovan has said that he plans to play Lonzo Ball in 4-minute varieties and segments out there, and that he's on a 16-minute time limit. 16-minute time limit. Keep in mind, that's basically what I've been saying for the last 6 months. 16 minutes is probably going to be the minutes restriction for Lonzo Ball. So for those that don't be listening to me, learn to listen a little bit more. Haize is actually kind of smart. 16 minutes, he's going to play him in 4-minute segments out there. So, that's really good to see. I think 16 minutes is a really good kind of start period that for Lonzo Ball out there. He's not going to be starting, but he will be playing 4-minute segments. So that's 4-minute segments. He'll be able to play 16 minutes tonight. So that's what it comes down to. No, Lonzo Ball is not leading us. Oh, this is BKR. He's trolling. I thought that was somebody else. Got to stop changing the logo, brother. With that said, Zach LaVine, Kobe White, Nikola Vucevic, Patrick Williams, and Jalen Smith are all back today. Julian Phillips, Dalen Terry, Ayo Dosunmu, and Manas Bucilis are all sitting today for the Chicago Bulls. So no Manas Bucilis, no Ayo Dosunmu, no Dalen Terry, no Julian Phillips today. So that's what it comes down to, unfortunately. But we do get to see a lot of the starters out there with Zach and Kobe, Nikola Vucevic, Patrick Williams, Jalen Smith, all making their returns today. So it's going to be interesting to see that. Julian Phillips, who's been the Bulls' best player so far through preseason, it's really unfortunate that he's not going to be playing for the team today. But, you want to, again, the Bulls are in this period where they really want to be protective over their players to make sure that everybody's going to be able to be healthy. And so, that's what it comes down to. Not too surprised or not too mad when it comes down to that. At least they're bringing some guys back. This is going to be Patrick Williams' opportunity as well with Dalen and Julian Phillips and Modest out. Hey, P. Will, what can you bring? What can you bring, P. Will? This is another opportunity for P. Will to show that he can bring something, right? And so with Julian, Dalen, and Ayo and Modest all out, that's going to open up a lot of minutes for OB to continue to show something on a lot for Tim. THT can solidify his spot on his final roster spot for this team as well. More Kenny Lofton Jr., Adama Sanogo should very well still play a lot of minutes, even with Jalen and Vooch being back. We can hope that's going to be the case here as well. So, overall, it's going to be interesting to see. Interesting to see how this team is going to perform today. But of course, the thing everybody's looking and waiting for is to see how Lonzo Ball is going to perform for the Chicago Bulls. That's really what everybody's waiting to see. And yeah, we'll see how that shakes out for the Bulls today and for Lonzo. Glad that Lonzo's able to get back on the court. And I think overall, this is a moment to celebrate, right? Not to celebrate any type of finality or anything like that, but this is a culmination of Lonzo working his ass off for the last 2 years, going through surgeries, going through setbacks, things like that, to get back to being able to play for this team. And so you love to see that when it comes down to it. Love it. And I'm glad that Lonzo was able to get back on the court. So, that's a really big thing for this team. Let's see how you guys are feeling today. We got Michael in the building. Says, Lonzo, what's going on with you, brother? Glad to have you here with us today. We also got Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. You know what? I'm going to refresh real quick because Restreams just isn't acting right. I'm going to refresh real quick. Give me 1 second. All right. Hopefully things are working a little bit better now. Guys in the chat, make sure let me know. Make sure nothing's blurry or anything like that. Let me know that if the video looks good, things like that. Thank you. Maddie Legend says, switch, LOL, go Bulls. You already know. Come on now. We do this. Lonzo Ball about to lead us back to the first in the East. Won't hear nothing otherwise. That is crazy. Crazy. Having Gideon Lonzo is going to be super beneficial for the team to have a playmaker in at all times. Well, Lonzo's not going to play that much. So you're still going to have to use a lot of Kobe, a lot of Io. Lonzo is not going to play back-to-back, so there's going to be times where Lonzo just isn't out there for a few games. So keep that in mind. I'm the number one Zoe Glazer. I don't know if I would be so happy to admit that you're a Glazer. I don't know it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. When Lonzo going to start, Haize? Not any this season, bro. So lay off the fucking crack. Don't start your shit today, TBO. What up, bro? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing mostly okay. You know how I feel it. I've changed the logo since once in 8 years, Haize. It's too much. Too much for me. I'm old, bro. You can't just be switching things up like that. It causes old people like me stress. You caused my life stress just now. What's good, gang? Zoe back from a 2-year vacation. Kidding. I think 7 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds from him today. That's probably stress. Like I said, I have no expectations. I'm not coming in with any expectations, any stat numbers, lines, or anything like that. I just want to see what he looks like. Modest is must-see TV, where Modest is not going to be out there today, so hopefully you're still watching. I bet my homie Stabby 2 rocks that. Why do you want me to flip out on you, bro? Maybe this is a game that Patrick Williams will come out aggressive, especially since Julius Randle doesn't like to play defense. Is Julius Randle playing? I don't think Randle has played this preseason, has he? So, I mean, we'll see. But he needs to come out aggressive regardless, right? I'm rooting for Lonzo and keeping my expectations in check. Ultimately, he may have to change his game like Sean Livingston did to prolong his career. But if he can mentor Giddey, it's a bonus. I mean, he has talked about mentoring all the young guys on this team, right? I still don't understand why the Minnesota Timberwolves didn't trade away Rudy Gobert instead of Anthony Towns. Because probably not a lot of people, they probably didn't get nearly the same offers back for Rudy Gobert. Lonzo going to bring that light skin energy for TBO. Do you understand basketball? Do you have anything to actually offer to a basketball conversation? Anything? I get it that being a crackhead and everything is like your shtick, but do you have anything to actually offer? Right? Like, what do you bring to the table as far as the basketball conversation? Because crack ain't cutting it. What are you bringing to the table? Get your life together, my boy. Get your life together. Maybe Modest could have a Caleb Williams type of season his rookie year. A Caleb Williams type of. Can't wait to see Zoe. Listen, me either, fam. Me either. Hey, bro, do we know if most of the starters will be playing today? So we do know basically everybody's back. Zach, Kobe, Vooch, Patrick, Jalen, all active tonight. So basically, yeah, all our starters are going to be out there today. So, but with that, Io, Modest, Phillips, Dalen, all out tonight. So they're all out. Too many people in the chat, not enough likes. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Should have traded P. Will when his trade value was high. When was P. Will's trade value ever high? It was never been high. And unless you're talking about after his first year in the league, and nobody's going to trade a rookie who actually looked pretty promising after the rookie year. Patrick Williams' trade value has never been high. Since he got hurt in the second season, Patrick Williams' trade value hasn't been high. Let's go. I just want to see him on the court. Facts. That's really what it comes down to for me as well. Bro, you just took a nap. Why are you so moody? I'm not moody. I just don't tolerate dumb shit, Marco. So go polo your ass around. How about that? I'm just very happy that Lonzo is back playing basketball. That's 100% fact. Getting Lonzo back on the court is huge. And I don't even mean from like a production standpoint. I just mean from what he's had to overcome to get there. So I know this game do not really matter, but I really hope P. Will shows us something today because Phillips is coming, because Io and Phillips will will look good in the starting line. Well, Io's not going to start. So let's just stop there. It's not going to happen. Then on top of that, Julian Phillips could look really good in the starting lineup, but I think, Patrick Williams is going to get some time. They're not going to make a change of the starter before, I would say, 10, 15 games. It's going to be almost until December before Billy Donovan will be, unless like Patrick Williams just look like absolute shit. He understands that Patrick Williams went through surgery. He's going to be a little patient. He's going to see if Patrick Williams can acclimate. It's not going to be anything anytime soon. Randall's debut is against the Bulls tonight. Okay, shout out to Julius Randle for coming back as well. So Every year we say P will need to be aggressive. It's at this point where he's useless pieces. That Jesus Christ. That's good. He's not useless. What he brings defensively in 41% shooting three, he's not useless. Like, we just have a different level of expectation because he was drafted 4th overall. I don't know why I'm extremely nervous for Lonzo to play. I don't want him to hurt himself again. Well, unfortunately, it's a risk that has to be taken, Sydney. Like, we can't bubble wrap him up forever. So I hope Zoe can stay healthy. I'm most excited about him being president and coaching this team. So yeah, that definitely can help a lot as well. You think Lonzo start? No. What the fuck? Hey, why do y'all like to come in here and say stupid shit? Why? Why do y'all like to say stupid shit? I just don't understand it. What if he offers crack to the basketball players? BKR will trip you. I will trip you. Welcome back, Lonzo Ball. Hey, listen, Marco. See, this is where. Hold on. Hey, listen, bitch. This is what I want to tell you. Nobody's acting better than anybody. How about you can do this? Don't worry about my energy. You need to worry about why your mama decided not to swallow your bitch ass. How about that? How about we do that, Marco? First of all, why you on here looking like you should be fucking selling goddamn fried rice, onion fried rice on the fucking corner? Why do you look like that? Why is that what you look like? Secondly, why are you just a fucking idiot? If you in that much in your feelings, welcome to Chicago Bulls Central, you dumbass son of a bitch. I will flame your bitch ass. Watch yourself. This is old school. Welcome to Petty motherfucking Roosevelt. How about that? You can suck my dick. You and any other stupid ass commenter who gets in their feelings when they say dumb shit and gets checked, you, your mama, your auntie, everybody can just grab the big ass black cock that I have, make sure you get a good grip on it, and deep throat it to the back of your fucking mouth. I'll knock all y'all out all in the fucking row. How about you do that shit? Shut the fuck up. Okay? That's what you need to do. Shut the fuck up. Goddamn fucking damn fish looking ass bastard. Shut your bitch ass up. Okay? Now, with that said, let's get back to basketball. I got a lot of nervous excitement about Lonzo today. Hope everything goes well. You and me both, brother. You and me both. Haize catching the Macarena bitch outside. How about that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn, son, you gave him all the smoke. Respect. Listen, I ain't got time for stupid people. I ain't got time for stupid people, bro. I ain't got time for stupid people. Onion fried rice on the corner. I'm fucking dead. Like, hey, I bet you he makes some fire crab ragoon, though. I bet you he makes some fire crab ragoon. Chill, Haize. His mom is his sister. Oh, man, that is hilarious, man. Lord Jesus, my granny took the Bible out and started praying after here. Why are you watching this with your granny, my boy? Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself, bro. Don't do that to yourself. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. Lonzo playing 10 minutes tonight. Source, no. Well, Billy said 16 minutes. Well, 16 minutes is the cap tonight. So that's the most that they're going to be. He's on a 16-minute restriction. Billy Donovan talked about playing him in 4-minute segments. So, we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens. I don't even know what they said, but I'm sure they just deserve it. I haven't went old school Petty Roosevelt in a minute. That's crazy. There he is. Petty Roosevelt just came out of fucking. This is where we're at with the Petty Roosevelt in the preseason. Oh my God. Preseason Petty is wild, bro. Like, I don't think Petty Roosevelt has ever had to come out during the preseason. That's crazy. Is that where we are right now? We're preseason Petty? That's crazy. I want to see more Sonogo. Oh, where it refreshed. I want to see more Sonogo. Damn, why do they keep refreshing? I want to see more Sonogo and Lofton against bruisers and bigs on the Wolves lineup. See how it looks when we don't play Vooch. Yeah, I mean, I hope that, especially with Julian Phillips and Dalen Terry and those guys being out, hopefully we do see more of Sonogo. I still hope he plays even with Jalen Smith being back in the lineup. Lots of plot lines this year will make this year a fun one. Hoping Levine and Vooch get moved at some point so that team can finally firmly pick a lane. I think they could pick a lane regard. Like Vooch isn't long for this Bulls team one way or another. Whether it comes through his contract extension, his contract expiring or something else. That I hope that we'll see what happens when it comes down to it. Bro, I'm legit crying from laughter. My man got spit fried and then put in the oven. Listen. I think people need to remember every once in a while that I'm still petty motherfucking Roosevelt. Like I've evolved some since the first year of this show, right? The first year of the show, I used to go petty Roosevelt probably one every 3 to 5 games. Now it's been like one every 30 games. But listen, I need people to remember, if you come in here acting stupid, I will get on your ass. I will fry you. That your ancestors will feel it. Roasted them so bad, the bitch ass is silent. Listen, and that's the thing. The people that be talking the most shit, they just shut the fuck up when they get roasted. Preseason petty. Hey, listen, I hate it, man. I really hate it, bro. I don't even really be trying to go into that. B Minor says, thoughts on Reinsdorf open to selling the White Sox? Maybe put more money into the Bulls. Maybe. I'll actually be covering that over on Chicago White Sox and Cubs Central. By the way, I put it in the community tab as well. You guys will see my face more on Chicago White Sox Central. Not a lot. I want to be clear here. Just more, right? I think I've only ever appeared on the baseball channels, maybe twice. But they're separating the Big Cavs separating the channels. So it's going to be a Chicago Cubs Central and a Chicago White Sox Central as separate individual channels. And so because of that, I may pop in on there from time to time with Kev. Lonzo averaging at least 5 assists and guaranteed he will make an impact every game he does play. Listen, you can't guarantee anything. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I get what you're getting at, and I do think there's a chance of that, right? I'm not saying that you're crazy for feeling that way. I'm just saying you can't guarantee anything right now with what Lonzo's been through. Let's let what he can do tell us when he's on the court before we start making things like that. Nando says, I'm very high on Julian. I hope he has a good game. I'm serious. Believe he'll be the starter before the season ends. Listen, that was the title of my video today, my daily episode. So I also think there is a chance of that. I'm not gonna say that it's for sure thing yet, but I do think there's a possibility. Actually, I have positive optimism this season. I know everything points to mass struggle build, but it's going to be super interesting the style we go with. Yeah, I think this is going to be a fun team to watch regardless. So for sure, I agree with that one. Delbert says, watching this while walking to the car, it's cold as all hell. Pick up this pizza from the game. It's finna be lit. Listen, I got me a tavern style coming. I already took my lactate. Listen, one thing I got to tell everybody, I don't know what this is, but everybody that I know, the closer you get to 40, lactose intolerant comes from nowhere and just smacks you in the fucking face. I've not been lactose intolerant my whole entire life. I've made it through 37 years on this planet with cheese not bothering me one bit. For some reason, in the last 6 months, all of a sudden, anytime I have anything with cheese, a cheese-based sauce, anything, my stomach be looking at me like, you bitch ass motherfucker. And I'm just going to twist in this bitch. Like, I don't know what happened, but I took the Lactaid. I'm going to be all right. We're going to make it through. We got the pizza and wings coming through. That's it. We got pizza and wings coming through. Super chat. EJ Liddell has so much potential. He did an awesome job on Giannis. He deserves a legit chance to make this team. EJ Liddell was never going to make the actual team. He's going to be on the G League roster. And I do think that's a good spot for him because I think that it's going to give him the Bulls a chance they're going to develop him, right? They're going to give him opportunity. He's going to get all the reps in the world. Because keep in mind, if EJ Liddell even did make this team, he wouldn't get a lot of minutes. So he's going to get minutes in the G League to develop, show what he can bring. And the Bulls are, especially with next year, you don't know what's going to happen, right? Torrey Craig could be gone. Maybe Vooch. Maybe Zach could be gone, right? Maybe they get rid of the ball-headed hoe and find a spot for him. So you take this year to develop, see what you have in this guy, really take an up-close look at him, and then maybe, especially if Julian Phillips and Dalen and these guys ascend, now you can bring up EJ Liddell to play that back into the bench role. So there's a lot. I think the Bulls see a lot of potential in EJ Liddell. They want it in their system to really cultivate it and see what can come out of it. The same people that guaranteed that Julian Phillips will be starting power forward this season were the same people. No, they weren't. Shay, you got to – the one thing that Shay is like the retarded cousin. is that if you give Shai, he will use the same comparison for every point that he makes, and it's like that ain't even warranted. I love you, Shai, but it's not even comparable to Javon. Everything ain't comparable to Javon Carter. It's not. I'm sorry. It's just not. Chill out, bro. Chill out. Chill out. Don't get that spicy chicken from Chick-fil-A with the banana shake. You're going to regret that. Oh, listen, I don't do banana shakes anyway. I very rarely do milkshakes in general. So, like, yeah, the lactose intolerant shit, that's it's different. He will become the voice on the bench. Him and Io stepping up on being the voice for the team. Oh, yeah, Lonzo's going to definitely be something on that bench. So, I know I'm a year and a half early, but what's it like in your 30s is immaculate. Immaculate. But 30s were the time. Like, I found everything that I'm passionate about in my life and great at has happened when I was in photography, videography. I got to work for Nas, right? Doing this podcast, living my dream, covering my favorite teams. All of this happened in my 30s. And I learned it all I didn't know how to fucking use a camera. I've made 3 short films. I've worked on one. I've had a short film that played at fucking Canes. Like, I got to work for Nas. I did Nas's promo for his latest album. Like, I did so much, and all that shit happened in my 30s. 30s has been great. 30s has been amazing. I learned the lactose intolerance lessons at age, kind of the same age, courtesy of big ass bowls of homemade ice cream that had me doubled over in pain in the middle of the night. It's real. You know what's funny though? Everybody I know who's lactose intolerant will risk it for some ice cream. And it's just like, what's wrong with us? Because listen, you put a brownie sundae in front of me. I know I've lost like 40 pounds. You put a brownie sundae in front of me, I'm still eating that motherfucker. And I'm going to be looking at it like, damn, my stomach hurt. But it was worth every fucking bit of it. Every bit of it. Sheen Watkins says, I'm from Chicago, but live in California. I miss home and my Bulls. Appreciate your commitments. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Have you thought about making a hot take video before the season starts? If so, my hot take is that Zach stays here until, you know why I don't do hot take videos? Honestly, because that's Jamal's thing over on Bull Central. So that's why I just do mailbag. Now you can leave hot takes, right? That's why we have the mailbag. You can call in with a hot take, with a thought, with an idea, whatever it is. But I don't do just straight up hot take videos because that's Jamal's thing. That's Jamal's thing over on Bull Central. So that's why I don't do that. Being in your 30s is your best years. You can actually live your passion. Facts. I don't know if you covered this, but what's your thoughts on Zoe's 16-minute limit? You think that holds for the season, or if they're just doing this many minutes? Oh no, that's going to be probably the minute. Now they may increase it, like they may have a barrier where they say, all right, the first month of the season, 16-minute time limit for the games that you play in. You make it through that, no injuries, no setbacks. Let's go to 18 minutes. Then if you make it another month, we're going 18 minutes, not playing back-to-back. So cool. Okay, maybe we keep it at 18 minutes, but maybe now we let you play one back-to-back over this next month. All right, cool. You did the back-to-back. You did 18 minutes. Let's get you up to 20, right? So I think there's going to be like benchmarks that he has to hit. And I think that's the best way to do it. I really think that's the best way to do it. I used to drink milkshakes whenever I want, but now I have one. I'm on the toilet empty. That's crazy. And that it may be TMI. That's crazy. That's crazy. Haize, you're the most influential YouTuber ever. I wouldn't say that, bro. You like, I don't think I could say that. I don't even have that much like in myself, but I've gotten to do a lot. I've literally got to live most of my dreams out. Shit, Haize, I didn't know you work with Nas, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, I got to create Nas's promo shit for his album, for his last album. The whole thing. I came up with the 3. What was it? Damn, what was it? 3 trilogies, 2 whatever it was, right? Oh, 3 trilogies, no, 2 trilogies, 3 decades. That was like the whole thing of Nas's last album, the promo thing, and I came up with that. And so, yeah, it was great. And I remember when I first submitted the first promo video to Nas, and it was like this little creative thing where the images were popping in and out, and it was over like a Zoom meeting, and watching Nas watch a video that I made, and I was like, y'all could have called me after he saw it. But he was seeing him look at it. And Nas is a silent motherfucker. He doesn't show any expression on his face. He was just watching. He was nodding his head. And then he turned around. He looked dead in the camera. He said, brother, I can't stress enough how amazing what you just created is. And I was just like, hey, man, listen, y'all can't tell me shit for the next 24 hours. Y'all can't tell me shit. So, yeah. So I got still got my antenna. Should I cancel my Xfinity annual contract? I mean, the negotiation should be done before the beginning of the regular season. I think you should be good in the beginning by the beginning of the regular season. I think, but I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong. THC has that Charles Barkley build. I'm so confused, bro, because the nigga 23 but look 40. Hey, man, listen. It's crazy. It's crazy. Wow, Nas got to work with Haize. Proud for that's hilarious. That's funny. That's funny. Haize, do you have merch, bro? You should. If you don't, bro, would love to support and rock some Fire Bull Central merch. Listen, I got Bull Central tees. I've given some away. I've sent some to people. I've been meaning to create a merch. This is why. Like, this is why the reason why the podcast isn't bigger, right? And I'm grateful for all 20,000 of the subscribers we have here. Is because I don't promote on social media. I still work a full-time job. I'm a solo parent. I got a lot of shit going on. And every time I think about something, I forget about it. I forget about it. 2 trilogies, 3 years. Yeah, it wasn't the trilogies. We were celebrating his 3 decades in rap is what we were celebrating because it was also his 50th birthday. And it coincided with his 3rd decade in rap. There you go. See? How you get plugged with Nas? Hey, so I've done some work before in the past for Revolt, and I've done some for Mass Appeal. So I did little video things for Mass Appeal and Revolt in the past. And so this is like my life that y'all don't know because I don't talk about it because there's nothing to do with Bulls. So like I've done things for like Revolt's podcast. I've done stuff for like their social media. There was a period of time where I was creating all the social media assets for Revolt because I know somebody that worked at Revolt. They left Revolt and went to Mass Appeal. And so I did something, only like 2 or 3 things for Mass Appeal, small things, smaller projects. And so when they were looking for somebody to do the promo stuff for Nas's next album, they wanted a different eye on it than like the typical studio thing or whatever. And my name got thrown in the ring. So, it is what it is. Who do you think should run the point for the second group, Lonzo or Ayo? I think Lonzo when he's healthy. Keep in mind, it's not like he's not going to play every game, right? And so because of that, Ayo's still going to get a lot of opportunity to do that. But I think if you allow Lonzo to run the point, that allows Ayo to slash. It allows him to get to the rim. It allows him to do kind of some of the free safety type things he does as well and move without the ball. And Ayo's developed into a really nice off-ball player. So I think that could be something that really can both well for it. Shout out to my son Zay in the building. X-Man, my son, my oldest son, my 18-year-old son who's in college. Call your father more, son. Call your father more. I'll be trying not to bother you because I know you in college doing your thing. But shout out to my son in the building, man. I always love it when my son comes through. You ever heard of Gangstar? Like, who do you think I am? Pat the designer? Yes, I've heard of Gangstar. What are we talking about, bro? No, so Diddy used to be a part owner of Revolt, but the podcast side of Revolt is technically different. But no, I've never worked for P. Diddy. I've never had a meeting with P. Diddy. I've never none of that. Let's stop. Let's stop. No. We're moving faster without DeMar. Absolutely. And I mean, and that's not even a knock DeMar, right? Like part of the thing was like, and DeMar adapted probably about as well as he could last year to the Bulls trying to run a more up-tempo system, but you kind of have to move on from it, man. Being anywhere above your teens is great. You're not doing stupid shit. Now, listen, bro, I don't know because there's a lot of 20-year-olds who doing a lot of stupid shit. Like, I don't know about that. There are a lot of people that still almost 30 doing a lot of stupid shit. So who do you think I am, Pat? That's just a little shot at Pat because he's so young. That's all. But yeah. All right, y'all, man. I appreciate you guys so much, man, for everything that you guys mean to the channel, man. We're going to go ahead and get ready to watch this game. Make sure you guys stay in tune. We had a Petty Roosevelt appearance on the preseason game, which is crazy. I don't know how we even got there. We had the hat backwards and everything. That's crazy. That's wild. But I love you guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys are following the show at Bulls Central Pod. You can send in us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. And I see you guys at halftime on the channel. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See red, y'all.